All right. Well, hello, Move Easy Movers. Welcome to Move Easy Yoga with Kathy today. Today is Saturday, April 29th, or whatever day you're watching this video. And I just want to say happy birthday to our founder of these classes, Via. I'm not going to say how old she is because she doesn't even look her age, but happy birthday, Via. Today we're going to work on legs and hips because they're attached to our legs. When you move your leg, it affects your hip. For props, you'll want your trusty chair just for the leg support. Something to support your head if you're lying on your side. We'll do some side lying moves and a strap. So we'll be doing the leg stretch. And whatever you put behind your head when you do head ramping. So we're going to start the way we normally do with our legs on a chair. And for the supine static rest, so legs on a chair, your hips are going to be a little bit away from the chair. Your hips are in neutral, so there's that natural curve to your lower back. We're putting our lower back in traction. We're going to be in that position for 7 minutes. Now, while you're in that position, you want to make sure that you're breathing normally. Your arms are whatever position is comfortable, and bring yourself into your space. This is your opportunity to bring yourself, your mindset into your yoga space. So let me go ahead and set my timer. And 7 minutes. Okay, time's up. Now, at this point, take your tongue and curl it under the roof of your mouth and slowly move your head from right to left about 5 times. And finish up. We're going to do vagus nerve reset next. This kind of resets our body like when you reset a computer. So your head is straight forward. The only thing you're moving are your eyes. So we start by moving our eyes to the right, just our eyes. And excuse me, it starts right away with me. Wait for a sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. What you're doing is you're activating the vagus nerve on the side of your head with your optic nerve by looking to the right. If you're new to this, it may take a while. I've been doing it for a while, so all I have to do is think about it and I yawn. And then eyes back to center. And then you just look to the left. Head is still straight ahead. You look to the left. Wait for that sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. Oh, some days it comes easier than others. Now do that 2 more times on each side. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Okay, finish up. The next thing we're going to do is head ramping. You might want to put something different under your head. You can leave your same support if you choose. As I said, if therapy balls or sponge ball works as well, you can also sit up for this part. If you are sitting up, of course, you don't need anything behind your head. But the idea here is to reverse what we call text deck. We're always looking down at our devices, our phones, our computers, iPads, a book. And what we want to do is stretch those muscles out. So we're pressing the occipital ridge, which is that bony part between your ears that runs along your scalp line, away from the rest of your body. So if you're sitting up, you're pressing it towards the back wall. If you're supine, you're pressing it towards the floor. The thing with the therapy balls or the sponge ball is it gives you room to do that. So what we'll do is we'll press and hold and then release, and then press and hold and then release. We'll do this 3 more times. Press. Now you're just pressing the occipital ridge. Hold and release. The chin actually comes back too, but you want to focus on the back of your neck. Press, hold, and release. 1 more time. Press, hold, and release. All right. Now, the next thing we're doing, we're going to do square breathing today, which is a favorite of mine. We all have our favorites. That happens to be mine. These exercises make my eyes water. I don't know about you. So square breathing, and if you're sitting up, you can stay sitting up. But square breathing is basically like a 4-part. You inhale for 4, you hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. You can do this at your own pace, but I'll do it a couple of times just to show you. And you can do it with me if you want, just to show you how it works. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. 1 more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Very good. I find if I'm like in the middle of traffic or something that is very stressful, if I do that square breathing, it tends to calm me down. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is vacuum. Now, you can keep your legs on a chair. I do recommend if you're sitting up to lie down for this, it's much easier. But if you are sitting up, you can still do it, just not as effectively. I like to do it with my legs extended. So the vacuum is you take a normal breath, and then you take a little deeper breath and exhale everything out of your lungs. You press your belly button down to the floor so your back is flattened. You may take away your head support if that's good on your neck. That works for me. And then we'll hold that for a count of 10 and then let it go. And we'll do this 3 times. So take a normal breath and then a slightly deeper one. And exhale everything out of your lungs. Press your belly button to the floor. Flatten your back. I'll count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's give us a minute to get our breath back to normal. Take a normal breath. Take a slightly different or slightly deeper breath. Excuse me. Exhale everything out of your lungs. Press your belly button to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale. You don't need to put your hands up here. I'm just doing it to demonstrate. Let's take a minute. Let our breath get back to normal again. Take a normal breath. Slightly deeper breath. Exhale everything out of your lungs. Press your belly button to the floor. Flatten your back. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a minute. Let our breath get back to normal. Last one. Take a normal breath. Slightly deeper breath. Exhale everything out of your lungs. Press your belly button down to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Good job, guys. Okay, now we're going to come up to sitting. So make sure you move slowly. Sit up any way you like. We're going to start with cross-legged and do our side bends that we normally do. So I need to get my timer out. So we're going to start with our, whichever hand you choose, our right hand. Slides along the mat. Left hand comes up and over. Keep both sits bones, hip bones on the floor. Just come as far as you can. In a couple of seconds, we'll be moving our arm. Now move your upper arm till it's parallel to the floor and reach for that wall. And feel a different stretch down your side and your back. Okay, arm up, torso up, other side. Oh, Rosemary's coming in, so hold on. Hi, Rosemary. We're just into our warm-up stretches. So now we're working on our left side. So left arm along the mat, upper arm comes up and over. Keep both sits bones on the floor. Just lean over as far as you can. Excuse me. Now lower your upper arm till it's parallel to the floor. Reach for that wall. And there we are. Arm up, torso up. Okay. Now we'll do our spine rotation. Let's go ahead and switch our legs just for the fun of it. So left hand on right knee. Your right arm is behind you for support with spider fingers. That's the tip of your fingers on the ground. And what we do is we rotate. And at this point, we have options. We can move our head back and forth if you choose, or you can move your rib cage back and forth, or you can just feel the stretch. I'm feeling it in my thoracic spine, my upper spine. And it just feels good. So you can just be into the stretch. We're holding this for 40 seconds. Okay, time's up. Come on around. We'll do it on the other side. Right hand on left knee. Left arm is behind you on your fingertips. Rotate your spine. Now just go as far as you can. We're not hurting ourselves. We're just stretching, warming up. So again, you have your options. Your rib cage, your head. I don't suggest doing both at once. You know, do what feels best for you, or just enjoy the stretch. Oh, this actually feels really good for me. I guess my back was a little tight. And come on around. Okay, good job. Now we're going to do, let's switch our legs again. We're going to do flat back hip hinge. So this is the movement. Basically, you're keeping your back straight and you're going down towards your right knee. You won't be going all the way down because that would mean rounding your back. I'm going to keep your back straight and just go straight down facing the floor. And then across. Again, keeping your back as straight as possible. Shoulders back. Cross to your left knee. And then up. And then down to your left knee. Straight across to your right. And then up. And that's one. So let's do this 5 more times. Down to the right. And across. And up. Down to the left. And across. And up. This 2. And your head is in a head ramping position. So when you're down, when you're down, you want to make sure that your head is just straight and across and up, down, across and up, keeping your back straight, your shoulders back. I've lost count. We'll just do 1 more after this. It's hard to talk and keep count at the same time. That's why Via has me. And one last one. Down and across and up. Okay, that's enough of that. We're going to go ahead and do the leg stretch. And this would be with your foot against a wall, so I have to rearrange my mat. Bear with me for a second again. The only wall I have is right here. You'll want your strap. So we're going to start with our left foot against the wall, like you're standing on the wall. So your toes are pointed towards the ceiling. Your heel is on the floor. We're going to take this strap around our right foot. I'm going to want to move this. And we want our elbows on the ground so we're not stretching our arms. This is our leg. This is a leg stretch, not an arm stretch. So let me set my timer. So what we're doing is your leg can be slightly bent or it can be straight. We're just gently pulling the leg back towards our head or towards that wall. Now, you may feel a stretch in your quadricep or your hamstring. But again, be gentle with yourself. We're just stretching. We're going to hold this for 40 seconds. I personally find this a great hamstring stretch. Okay. And now we take both straps in our right side, in our right hand, and we move our leg to the right. Now, depending on how far you can go, you can rest it on a chair. You can rest it on a brick or pile of pillows and just go as far as you can. The only reason I can go this far is it's genetic. Nothing I did. I was just born this way. But just go as far as you can. This left foot is still firmly on the wall at the corner. Here's in my way. There we go. Okay. And now we're going to take both straps in our left hand. And at this point, we rotate our foot. So the side is on the ground and our foot is pointing towards the left. Stack our hips. And our leg moves all the way, or as far as we can, to the left. Again, you can rest it on something, a chair, a couch, pile of pillows. You have a choice with your right arm. You can come back and do a twist, or you can stack your shoulders and go the same direction as your leg. Again, this is a 40-second hold, and there we go. Now we're going to do this with the left leg. So your right foot is against the wall, heel is on the floor, toes are pointing towards the ceiling. And again, with the timer, your elbows are on the floor. You are gently pulling back this strap with either a straight leg or a slightly bent leg, pulling your foot towards your head. And again, be gentle, especially if you feel a stretch. You don't want to hurt yourself. So there we go. And now we're going to, as soon as I can get this figured out, there we go. Take the strap in your left hand and your leg moves to the left as far as it can go. It may only go this far, and that's okay. When you first feel that pull, go ahead and stop there. We don't need to strain. But just pull it out as far as you can in that direction. You can rest it on something if you need to. Want to make sure my timer was still going. This is called a closed end leg stretch. Okay. And that's that. One more. And now you take both straps in your right hand. You're rotating your body. The side of your foot is now on the floor, but the foot is still on the wall. Your hips are stacking. And your foot comes over to the right. And again, you've got options. You can put your arm in the same direction, or if you want to twist, you can put your arm behind you. And again, if you want to rest your foot on something, it's always a good idea rather than having it hang out in space. And there we go. Closed end leg stretch. Okay, so I need to just rearrange this so you can see me. Like I said, we're working on legs today. So we're going to do some leg lifts. So supine, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. So we're going to do alternate bent knee leg lifts. And all that means is that we are lifting the leg and putting it back down, keeping the same angle at our knee. And then with the left one, putting it back down. And down. We're going to do this 5 or 6 times. This is 3. 4. Everything else is still. 5. Notice I'm keeping the same angle at my knee. 6. Okay. The next thing we're doing are knee drops. I think I'll angle a little bit differently so you can see. So a knee drop is just what it says. Your knee drops to the side and then comes back up. Now it's not going to touch the ground, and we don't want to engage our hip if we can help it. So just let it drop as far as it can, and then the left one. So we're doing each leg, we're doing an alternate, right, then the left. Okay, one more. Oh, one more. Come on, just one more. Okay, all right. That's enough of that. And then, okay, the next one is, so again, your knees are bent, your feet are flat, and we're going to extend the leg and then bring it back. And then extend the other leg and bring it back. You may hear my knees pop. They've always done that. They don't hurt. It's from in my family, it's genetic. They pop all the time. So straight leg and then back. That's 2. We'll do this 5 or 6 times. Straight. 3. 4. 5. 1 more. 6. Okay. Good job. Now, the last thing we're doing, oh, that was it on that triplet. So now we're going to move to a side lying position. So you'll want support under your head, whether it's a brick, blanket, a pillow. It should be firm. I like my yoga blanket rolled up because it's soft. But we want to make sure that we have stacked our shoulders, our hips, and our knees. We'll need to scoot up just a little. Okay. Working with my iPad is different. Okay. So we're going to start with straight leg lifts. Now, if you need support, you can bend your lower leg or you can have it straight. It's up to you. So we're just going up. We're not going to engage the hip. It's just the legs. So we're not going up all the way up. When you feel your hips start to engage, that's when you stop. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, in your home practice, you can always do more. The next movement is straight forward, flex your foot. Straight backward, point your foot. Again, we don't want to engage the hip, so we're not going a long ways. Straight forward, flex your foot. Straight backward, point your foot. If you want to do a little extra when your leg is back, you can squeeze your glutes. So that's 3, 4, we'll do 6. 5, 6. Okay, we'll be doing this on the other side as well. So go ahead and bend your knees. We're going to do clams. Clams are just that. Your feet are together, your knees stay apart. So up and down. And up and down. You may notice, or I'm certainly noticing, that I'm feeling this in my hips. But your hips are attached to your legs, so you need both to be strong. So whenever we do leg work, the hips are always involved. So now that we've done these, we're going to do them with resistance. And if you have short arms like I do, you got to move your knees a little closer. So we're going to press down with our hand while the leg raises. So the leg is winning when the leg comes up, and then we press down with our hand and press up with our leg, and the hand is winning. This is much more intense. We're only going to do a few. So up getting a little arm and shoulder work in there too. And up. Okay. Now other side. You can just flip to the other side. I want to get in a position where you can see me. So again, let me scoot up. Straight leg raises. Your lower leg can be bent for more support if you choose. Do not engage the hip. So up. And one more. Okay. Now, this next one is foot forward with flex, foot backward with point, and glute clench if you choose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we'll do our clams. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's do a couple with resistance. So we're pressing down with our hand and up with our leg. This is a lot more intense. Okay. All right. Good job, guys. Now we're going to go ahead and do some standing. So you don't need a chair for this. You can use a wall. You just need something to hold on to. We're going to be standing on one foot. So I need a minute to just set it real quick here. Okay. So it's not important that you see my face, but I do want you to see my legs. So we're going to stand on one foot for 30 seconds. Now with one foot, you have options. You can put your foot in front of you. You can put it in front of your ankle, behind your ankle. You can do what I call the horse. And you want to make sure you have something to hang on to at all times. So let me get my timer going for 30 seconds. You want to try not to hold on to your support if you can help it. And if you can stare straight ahead and focus on something across the room, that will help. Okay. And now the other foot and so again, you've got your options. So 30 seconds. Okay. Now, while we're here, we're going to go ahead and move our leg on the outside, whichever side it is that you've got, just to the side. You can use the chair or the wall for support. You're just moving it straight out 4 or 5 times. Make sure you're still in good posture. Just move it out straight away from your body. And then the next movement is bend your knee and move your knee back and forth. Let me demonstrate this way. Bend your knee and just back and forth. Now, since we didn't do it on that side, let's do the other side. Leg away. And that leg bent forward and back. Okay. Now, back to the mat. And let's get into tabletop position. Now, tabletop sometimes can be difficult, especially if you have wrist issues. So, if you have trouble with this, you can go down to your forearms. What we're doing is going to work perfectly well. You can also fold over the mat, help yourself, or you can put little supports or pillows under your hands, washcloths maybe, so your wrists aren't quite so bent. There's lots of options. And from this position, or this one, we're going to stretch our right leg out and raise it up, and then down, and then up, and then down. Try not to engage your hip. Try to keep your hips even. One more time. Okay. Now, the next movement is we're going to take that leg to the right and then back. Take it to the right and then back. One more. Okay, let's take a quick break. Maybe shake out your hands. And the last movement is taking the leg straight up and holding it. And I'm going to time that. So, leg straight out. We're holding it for 40 seconds. Your foot can be flexed. It can be point. You can move it around. But just hold that leg up there. Straight out. Five seconds. There we go. And now we'll do the other one. So, straight leg raises, up, down. One more. 6. Okay. Next movement, legs straight out, to the left and back, to the left and back. Now just go as far as you can. If you only go that far, that's okay. If you only go as far as your mat, that's okay too. Doesn't matter how far you go out, as long as you move. And I lost count. We'll do one more. Okay. And now we'll take a quick break. This really hurts my wrist today for some reason. Oh. Okay. And now we'll do the straight leg raise. So leg straight back and up. And timer. 40. There we go. Just going to hold that up for 40 seconds. And wiggle your toes, rotate your ankle, bend, flex. Okay. All right. Good job, guys. Get ready for Yoga Nidra. Go ahead and get into a comfortable position. Make sure that you are either warm or cool enough, as the case may be. You might want to put something over your eyes. I'm going to lead you through a 61-point guided meditation, which works deeply on your nervous system to balance your energies. I want you to allow your awareness to flow to the points I mentioned without moving them. Begin with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your attention to the center of your eyebrows, the center of your throat, your right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. Begin to wiggle and stretch. Stretch your legs out if they're bent. Stretch your arms above your head. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your hips. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. First one way and then the other. Now hold your right knee to your chest. Thank you, knee. Thank your knee for all it does for you. Straighten that leg out. Hold your left knee to your chest. Thank you, knee, for all you do for me. Straighten that leg out. Now hold both knees to your chest and slowly rock back and forth. Feel that massage on your back, lower back, your organs. When you're ready, roll towards the camera, using your lower arm as a pillow. And this is our gratitude moment. We take a minute out of our exercise to be thankful for what we can do, thankful that we are able to move and that we're keeping ourselves healthy. I'm thankful for you joining me today in Healthy Movement. I'm thankful for the opportunity. So just take a moment and thank yourselves for doing this for you today. When you're ready, come on up to a sitting position. Might want to unmute yourself. I'm going to remove my spotlight. So I can all see everybody. So hands at your heart. I just want to again thank you for joining me today in some healthy movements. What keeps us going. Let's end the class by saying to each other, Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a great leg series.
Thank you.
Good
Yeah,
class.
it was great. Good class.